Camera Masters, Humpback Whale Challenge, APSS document evidence, personal trainer profile evidence, postural assessment evidence. Hello Eric, it's good to see you.
Hello.
Thank you for coming in today. So, before I take you on as a client of mine, I'm going to have to get you to fill out some forms. I'll go through them with you to explain them, but there's a couple of things that we need to do. First of all, we have a personal trainer profile. Okay, that gives me an idea of what your goals are and how you want to achieve them. We've got an APSS document here, which is basically going through and making sure you don't have any pre-existing medical conditions or issues that could cause any harm. Could cause any harm while we're programming for you. And then we also have a postural assessment. Okay? And basically what happens here is we take some pictures of you from the front, side and back view, and then we look at your posture and see if there are any outlying issues with things like your, for example, your knees, whether or not they cave in, whether or not you've got valgus knees, whether you've got any neck issues, anything like that. Okay? But I will go through that when the time comes. Okay? So, first one we'll start with the APSS document. So, I'll just grab your name, your full name, Eric.
Eric Edwards.
Eric Edwards, brilliant. Okay. Your date of birth?
It's the 1st of January.
Yep.
1992.
1992. Brilliant. And you're obviously male. Okay, so we've got a couple of questions here that should determine whether or not you need to go see somebody to get clear for exercise. Okay, first one is, has your medical practitioner ever told you that you have a heart condition, or have you ever suffered a stroke?
No.
No. Brilliant. Do you ever experience unexplained pains or discomfort in your chest at rest or during physical activity or exercise?
No.
Okay. Do you ever feel faint, dizzy or lose balance during physical activity or exercise?
No.
Have you ever had an asthma attack requiring immediate medical attention at any time in the last 12 months?
No.
If you have diabetes type 1 and 2, have you had trouble controlling your blood sugar, glucose in the last 3 months?
No.
And then last one, do you have any other conditions that might require special consideration for you to exercise?
No.
Alright, so as soon as you've answered no to all of these questions, it's a brilliant start so far, okay? Next part is, here we go. So the next part we're going to go through is how much physical activity you do during the week. So, describe your current physical activity, exercise levels, in a typical week by stating the frequency and duration at different intensities. For intensity guidelines, consult figure 2, that will be for me. Okay, so how many times a week do you exercise currently?
A couple of times a week.
A couple of times a week?
Yep.
Okay.
I am a swim coach.
Okay. And how long do you think those sessions last?
An hour.
Yep, an hour. Brilliant. And would you call them light, moderate or vigorous exercise?
Moderate.
For yourself, moderate exercise, okay. And it comes out to a total of 2 times a week, 6, 12, 18, 180 minutes per week. Brilliant, okay. Now I've completed that part, I'll just get you to sign that bottom bit there.
Sure.
Thank you. Right, next page, here we go. Okay, so the next section of this is just going through some more details about your health, okay? This gives me an idea of what I can program for you, whether or not you need to see a medical professional to make sure you're not, make sure you're clear for exercise. Okay. So, get your age. 30, male. Okay. Do you have okay, next question. Do you have a family history of heart disease, stroke or heart attack?
No.
No? Brilliant. Have you ever, do you smoke cigarettes on a daily or a weekly basis?
No.
Have you ever quit smoking in the last 6 months?
No, I never smoked.
No? Excellent. Okay. Have you ever been told that you have high blood pressure?
No.
No. Are you taking any medication for that condition?
No.
No, obviously.
Medications.
No medication for the non-existent issues. Number 13. Do you have you been told that you have high cholesterol or high blood lipids?
No.
No. Excellent. Are you taking any medication for this? No. Next section. Have you ever been told you have high blood sugar?
No.
Are you taking medication? No. Okay. Are you currently or are taking prescribed medications for any conditions?
No.
There we go. Right, have you spent time in hospital, including day admission,
No.
for any condition, illness, injury during the last 12 months?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Excellent. Are you pregnant? Obviously not. Alright, do you have any diagnosed muscle, bone, tendon, ligament or joint damage / problems that you have had, that you have been told could make, that you have been told could be made worse by participating in exercise? Sorry about that, got a bit tongue tied there.
Right.
That's a no.
No.
No, excellent. Brilliant, that was that one done. So, next one we're going to do. Personal trainer, personal profile. This gives me an idea of, who you are, what your goals are, what exercise you like to do. There are some more medical things on here that are a bit repeated, like on the previous one. However, it's good practice to do it. So, your name, Eric Edwardson.
Eric Edwards.
Date of birth. First of January.
January. 92.
82.
92.
92. Got that one right. Alright, what's your occupation?
I'm a lecturer. Lecturer and a swim coach.
Lecturer and swim coach. Today's date is brilliant. Alright, what's your address?
Number 62.
Yep.
Old Coach Road, Island Beach.
Brilliant. State, South Australia. State postcode.
5170.
Brilliant. Alright, do you have a phone number?
0477 368 972.
Brilliant. And your email address?
Eric_Edwards@live.com.
Brilliant. Right, who's your emergency contact, Eric? Your wife, was
yes.
it?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Put that down.
Right, what was your wife's name?
Helen.
And the phone number?
07442 2276.
Alright, so I just need to get the results of your APSS document, which were low.
No statement.
No. And stage 2 is also low. Okay. Right. Do you give permission for the information? Do you give permission for the information contained within the screening tool to be provided to a medical or allied health professional for the purposes of professional referral?
Yes.
Yes. Brilliant. I'll just get you to sign on the line there for me, please. Brilliant. Thank you. Okay, so we'll move on to the next part, which will be your health and fitness goals. So, what were your health and fitness goals, Eric? Why did you want to hire a personal trainer?
I want to develop more strength.
Yep.
And muscle mass in my entire body
Okay, no problem.
over about a 3-month period if I can do it.
Okay, so what we usually do when we're doing these is we do something called SMART goals, which means SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and how long it's going to take, so time.
Yeah.
So specific, yes, you want to build muscle.
Yep.
Build muscle. Are they measurable? Yes, we can measure how much muscle you gain over that certain period of time. How long did you say you wanted?
About 3 months.
About 3 months. So that's a good 12-week block. That's perfect, actually. It's measurable. Yep, we can measure how much muscle you put on. Is it achievable? 12 weeks is a perfect timeline, so yes, it is achievable. That's an excellent goal. Is it relevant? Yes, I'd assume so.
It's relevant to me.
It's relevant to you. Absolutely it is. The time frame you want to do it in 12 weeks, that's perfect. That's usually what we would program for a strength or hypertrophy block anyway. 12 weeks is perfect. So yes, meets the SMART goals criteria. What do you need to do to be successful? What do you need to achieve your goals? Do you need somebody to encourage you? Do you need somebody keeping you on track? Can you keep track of your own goals? Do you need a program to follow word by word? Do you need somebody to show you? What do you need to be successful, Eric?
I think a program would be good that I can follow every day.
A written program, something you can follow?
Because I have to fit it in with my early starts with my swim coach swim.
Okay.
Different hours, so if I get a program that I can follow, a short program,
Yep.
I can fit those in between.
Excellent. Okay, we can certainly do that for you. Are there any barriers that might prevent you from succeeding? So, do you have any aversions to what it is you want to do? What is it you...
The only thing I'm not keen on circuit training.
You're not keen on circuit training?
No.
That's fine, nobody does like circuit training, it's hard. Even I'm not a fan of circuit training, I'm a fitness nut. Okay, barriers to success, done. Alright, so we've got a couple of questions about you. Are you currently exercising? I think you mentioned before that you were.
Yep.
Yep, you're currently exercising. If yes, how often per week?
A couple of times a week.
A couple of times a week, so 2 to 3 sessions per week. How long for you reckon?
An hour.
An hour? Brilliant. 60 minutes per. And I think you mentioned before that they were around about easy, moderate.
Moderate.
Moderate, yeah. Alright, have you recently been pregnant? No. Any medications you take? So, no, I take it you don't take any medications?
No,
You seem like you're in very good health as is. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to list through some issues and medical conditions. I'm just going to ask you if you have any of these, okay? Do you have or have had any of the following conditions? Any serious injuries?
No.
Infectious diseases?
No.
Rheumatoid arthritis?
No.
Swelling in the peripheries?
No.
Diabetes 2?
No.
No. Type 2 diabetes, sorry. Breathlessness?
No.
You've never had heart disease?
No.
You've never been diagnosed with diabetes type 1?
No.
High cholesterol?
No.
No. Okay. You've never had low blood pressure?
No.
As far as you know, nothing. No chest pains?
No.
No high blood pressure?
No.
Brilliant. Asthma?
No.
No. Epilepsy?
No.
Depression?
No.
Any dizziness at all?
No.
Right, so we've got next part. Have you ever had any calf or leg pains at all?
No.
No. Any history of heart failure?
No.
A history of feeling faint?
No.
Any osteoarthritis?
No.
And finally, have you ever had a stroke?
No.
Brilliant. Are you currently under the guidance of any of the following medical or allied health professionals? An osteopath?
No.
Chiropractor?
No.
Occupational therapist?
No.
General practitioner?
No.
Physiotherapist?
No.
Podiatrist?
No.
Massage therapist?
No.
Physiotherapist?
No.
Personal trainer?
That'll be you.
That would me, hopefully. Sports doctor?
No.
Brilliant. Okay. A couple of questions about your lifestyle. How active is your job?
Well, like I say, I'm a lecturer,
Yeah.
but I'm also a swim coach.
Okay, so light to moderate activity, you would say?
Yes, I think so.
Excellent. What is your job? Light to moderate, we'll do light and moderate. Yeah. How active is your day? Sedentary, light activity, moderate activity, strenuous.
I'd say light.
Light?
Yeah.
Excellent. How many hours sleep do you get per night? Less than 7, 7 to 9, or over 9 hours?
7 to 9.
7 to 9?
Yeah.
In the past month, how often have you been physically restrained by your health, physically restricted by your health, sorry, or unable to perform daily activities? Never.
Never.
Once or twice, once a week, once a day, always?
Never.
Never. In the past month, how often have you been emotionally affected by your health? Never. Once or twice, once a week, once a day, or always?
Never.
Never. Right. Tick the statement that most accurately describes your diet. I feel that my diet is healthy and does not require changing. I feel there are a few changes that could make to my diet to improve my health. I feel that my diet requires a number of changes and I am not sure where to start.
The middle one.
Middle one?
Yeah.
Feel there are a few changes.
Yeah, we're also
Okay.
changes. Yeah.
Okay. Nutritional consult required. Do you think you need to see a nutritional consultation?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No.
Okay, just a couple of changes in the lifestyle. Alright. Now to specify your exercise plan, we'll get an idea as to what you want included in your exercise plan. How much time can you commit to an exercise plan per week?
4 or 5 hours.
4 or 5 hours a week?
Yeah.
Brilliant. 5 hours. 4 to 5 hours per week. So how many days do you reckon you could work out? 2 to 3?
2 to 3, yeah.
2 to 3?
Yeah.
Excellent. What time of the day do you prefer? Now, you told me that you have to wake up early.
Yeah.
To get to your swim coach lessons.
Yeah, I very early started swim coach lessons.
Okay, and you lecture throughout the day until
I have
about...
different hours depending on classes.
Okay, no problem. So you would say around about afternoon would be good
Yeah.
for you, or evening time?
Early afternoon.
Early afternoon?
Yeah.
Excellent. Alright, what days can you train on?
Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Tuesday, Thursdays and Saturdays. Brilliant, we can make that work. Alright, what fitness activities interest you now? I know you're obviously interested in swimming, you wouldn't coach it otherwise.
Yep.
Yeah. You mentioned you want to build some muscles, so that means, I'm assuming you want to use weight machines and free weights and things like that.
I like to do some weights, yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
I'd like to do some cardio as well.
Swimming, we've got weight machines, we've got free weights. You want to do a bit of cardio? What cardio do you like? We've got stationary cycling, we've got running, you can do it on the rowing machine, cross trainer.
We'll do some rowing machine and...
Rowing?
Yep.
Brilliant. Alright. Are you adverse to any group classes? Would you ever be interested in anything like that?
Yeah, maybe, depending on what they were, yeah.
Yeah, okay, perhaps. Is there anything specific you would like to do?
No,
Other than what you've outlined previously?
No.
Nothing in particular?
No.
Okay. Alright. Are there any personal circumstances that you may need to be taken into account when planning your exercise program, e.g. religious practices, spiritual belief, dietary choices?
No.
No, okay. Right. What intensity would you like to exercise at? Low, moderate or high?
Moderate. I think.
Moderate?
Yeah.
Brilliant. What fitness activities do not interest you?
Circuit training.
You don't like circuit training?
Don't like circuit training.
Fair enough. Alright, circuit training. Okay. Okay, so right, we have a couple of different things we need to do here. So we've got personal training profile. Right, we've got the health check next. So that means we're going to have to do a postural assessment. Now, the postural assessment is pretty simple. I'm going to take pictures of you if that's okay with you.
That's fine, yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, I'm going to take some pictures from the front, from the side, and from the back. Okay, and doing that, I'm going to look at the different positions of your body. So, for example, whether or not your ankles are straight. If they're supinated outwards, that could lead to any issues. If they're rolling in, that could also lead to issues. I need to make sure that all of these are straight. So I need to look at your knees, the position of your hips, your pelvis, whether or not it's got any tilt to it at all, whether or not your spine is straight. The lumbar spine, the thoracic spine, because both of these can be indicators of injury or postural imbalances that you're not aware of, and these could lead to issues during exercise, so I need to be careful of these as well. Your scapular position and also your neck. Yeah. And then I will mark out a couple of different areas whether or not you have any issues that are outstanding. Okay, so if you just stand up for me, I'll take a couple of pictures of you and then I will look them over and see whether or not you have any issues that are outlining. Okay. Just take a stand over here for me. Okay. Alright, so just stand back here for me, right about this area. I'm going to get you to stand, your feet about shoulder width apart, okay? Palms facing out, chin up, chest up. Excellent, okay. Right, I'll take a few pictures. Alright, now turn to the side for me. In the same position, chin up. Yep, here we go. Stand as you would normally stand. Yep, and then turn to take another turn for me. Yep. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Right, let's come take a seat over here. I'll look over the pictures for you. All right, so let's have a look at these. So on the pictures, I've got a grid. Makes it a little bit easier for me to look over the results and see if there's any postural differences, so whether or not your shoulders are level. Okay, so looking at the feet, you're all good there. From the side view, yep. Okay. So your left and right ankle looks fine. They're both neutral. Okay, your knees seem to be straight. I'm looking at both of these pictures now and they seem fine. There seems to be no issues, no rolling in. They're not knocked at all. So they're okay. Yeah. So, right, your hips, your feet seem pretty straight, there's no rolling in or out of, yeah, they're not rotated outwards at all, your feet seem nice and straight, that's fine, so we're all good there. Okay, next part we've got the pelvis here. Now, looking at your pelvis, you do seem to have a little bit of an anterior tilt, which is fine. A lot of people do have this issue when it comes to if they're sat too long, their pelvis can tilt forward a little bit. It's not a serious issue. We can work on that through stretching, or if you need to, you can be referred to a allied health professional, and they can check whether or not you have any issues or not. I don't think it's anything serious, but there is a little bit of a tilt forwards, not a bad thing. Okay. Right, your spine, looking at the pictures again. Okay. So looking at the pictures here, this seems to have something to do with your pelvis as well. These two can correlate. So your spine is inwardly curved. So you might know what kyphosis is, where you see the back curving outwards at the top. Well, your spine is curving inwards. Okay? I don't know the medical reason for that. It just seems to have shown up on the tests we're doing here. But I'll mark that down. And we may need to refer you to a medical, an allied health professional, like a physiotherapist, to check whether or not there's any underlying issues there. Again, I can't diagnose it. It shouldn't be an issue. You seem to be walking around. You don't have any pain.
Nope.
Excellent. So, yeah, we'll get that checked over. It shouldn't be an issue. Other than those two, your thoracic spine seems fine. Looking at both of those, your thoracic spine seems fine. Your shoulders are both level. There's no rounding in the back, and your neck's perfectly straight as well. Your head's not pushing forward at all. So, other than the small issues with your pelvis and your lumbar spine there, you seem like you have a really good posture actually. So that's brilliant. Okay, I'll just make a note of it. And if needs be, we'll give you a referral to that one. Right. This is static. Yep. Okay. Yep, that concludes the first half. Everything seems in order to me. Good. Brilliant. Alright, well, now we've completed the first bit, I'll get you back in to do some more tests. Now, it sounds worse than it actually is. Don't worry about it. They're just more medical tests to ensure that you're not having any issues or anything like that, any underlying medical issues that we can look over and make sure that you're not going to be suffering throughout your workout or anything like that. Make sure it's not going to be dangerous for you to do. Right, I'll get you back in at another point. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.